Whether you've been in crypto for quite some time or whether you're brand new and SHIB is your first buy, I hope you didn't panic yesterday. I hope you weren't flushed out of your position. I hope you weren't fooled by what was going on in the market. Have you ever had one of those days where the shit just continues to pile on top of itself? That's what yesterday was. And I really want to talk about what happened yesterday. Now, I will say this. There's a reason why I put out the videos I did yesterday to keep people updated on what was going on. And as long as you didn't panic, you're doing fine. We're undergoing the recovery currently. You can see the 4-hour candles here. You can see all the way from the bottom down here in this 5025 range, which I don't even remember seeing it hit that. We're having actually a very, very nice bounce. We're up over 40% from this range. So if you sold the bottom, you missed out on a lot of opportunity. Now, what I will say too is people that even bought up in the top here, as far as retracements go, you're only down 18%. That's not that crazy for crypto. And we have very good times ahead. Just look at what the market is doing. Look at all the green that we're seeing. BTC back above 67.5K. Looks like we may try to take a stab, like I said, either today or tomorrow, again at the new all-time high, rather. Wow, new all-time high. But let's get into what happened yesterday. First and foremost, GBTC being sold. Grayscale liquidating a bunch of Bitcoin. No surprise there. This has been a consistent theme. We're working through the Genesis selling. If you guys aren't familiar, if you're new to the space, there was a crypto entity called Genesis that went bankrupt last year, and they got approved by the courts to start liquidating their shares of GBTC. So there is Bitcoin that's being dumped on the market by Grayscale. It's been happening at a more accelerated rate over the last week or so. And so we've been absorbing that as the market. Now, that's really not that big of a deal. We've absorbed that in days before. You can see it basically started, I think, even back here around like the 20, it was middle of the week here. So Wednesday. And you can see that you can't see that. It started in the middle of the week here, and you can see the progress we've made since that time. Okay. Now, the problem is we got more dumped on top of us than just that. There was actually a bunch of Bitcoin that was mined back in 2010 that saw the market for the very first time. All right. So 14 years, has never seen the market, finally saw the market. We had to absorb a lot of that. Now, what we also had was leverage positions getting liquidated at an insane rate. We saw one of the highest days of liquidations we have seen in this market cycle. And it was because people still continue to buy with leverage, which I do not know why, but stop buying with leverage. The market is extremely volatile, especially as we start to enter price discovery. So the problem was we had selling, liquidations, and then right behind that, we had panic. People saw this big red candle. They saw things dumping across the market, right? And it snowballed. It all rolled in on top of each other. And people were like, oh my gosh, everything's crashing. We're going to zero, right? Well, the thing is people who've been in this space for quite some time, whales, institutional money, they know to take advantage at these times. Guys, yesterday, I bought so much crypto. I bought sub 403 SHIB. I bought sub 60 cent ADA. I went on a buying spree, and it's because I've seen this before. I've been through the bear market cycle. I've seen huge retracements. And the thing is when we look at what's ahead of us, the Bitcoin halving, alt season, there are much, much better times that we're experiencing right now that these prices, when we see these big retracements, they're discounts, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell people what to do. People can always do what they want, but know that this is a long road, okay? Yesterday was like tripping over a rock and skinning your knee, all right? And it was a deep cut. You had to go home. You had to clean it, get the Band-Aid on, and now we're back in the game. Now we're back walking down that trail. I don't even remember how I started that analogy, but you guys get the point, okay? We are back on track. We have a real shot again at testing that all-time high again today. Don't be surprised by more grayscale selling. Okay, typically it's been happening about 10 a.m. And I'll talk about this further in an ADA video that I have coming following this. But just know that these things happen. Okay, the more they happen, the more you get conditioned for it, the more you know what to do when these times do occur. And yesterday was just a huge opportunity for this prosperous road that we have ahead. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.